4 suspected bandits were killed after police officers came under attack at a checkpoint in Benue State. The incident happened in Orokam community during a routine stop-and-search operation. Police say their officers repelled the attack and recovered weapons at the scene. This is a calm, fact-based analysis of what is confirmed, not opinion or emotion. The key question is, what does this incident tell us about security operations at checkpoints in Benue State? An armed incident occurred at a police checkpoint in Orokam community, Ogbadigbo local government area of Benue State. The incident happened on Wednesday at about 5 p.m. Police officers attached to the Operation Zenda Joint Task Force were on routine stop-and-search duty at the checkpoint. During the operation, officers intercepted a black Golf 3 vehicle. According to the police, the occupants of the vehicle resisted the search. 2 of the suspects reportedly brought out AK-47 rifles and opened fire on the officers. Police operatives responded to the attack. A gun duel followed between the officers and the suspects. 4 suspected armed bandits were killed during the exchange. 1 armed suspect reportedly escaped into a nearby bush. Police recovered items from the scene. These include 1 AK-47 rifle, a magazine loaded with 15 rounds of live ammunition, the black Golf 3 vehicle, and items suspected to be criminal charms. The police public relations officer, DSP Udeme Adet, confirmed the incident in a statement. The Benue State Commissioner of Police, CP Ifeanyi Eminari, commended the officers involved and said investigations are ongoing. The incident occurred on Wednesday during a routine police operation in Orokam community. Police officers were conducting stop-and-search duties at a checkpoint as part of regular security activities. At about 5 p.m., officers stopped a black Golf 3 vehicle at the checkpoint. During the stop, the occupants resisted the search. According to police accounts, 2 of the suspects then opened fire on the officers. The officers responded immediately to the attack. A gun exchange followed at the checkpoint. During this exchange, 4 of the suspects were killed, while 1 escaped into a nearby bush. After the incident, police secured the area and recovered weapons and other items. The command later issued an official statement explaining what happened. This sequence explains how a routine checkpoint operation led to the reported confrontation. The core issue here is the risk and importance of checkpoint security operations. Checkpoints are meant to detect weapons, stop criminal movement, and protect communities. Routine stop-and-search duties often involve uncertainty. Officers do not always know who they are stopping or how suspects may react. This incident shows how quickly a routine operation can turn into a violent confrontation. It highlights the constant threat faced by security personnel during frontline duties. The issue is not just the exchange of gunfire. It is about preparedness, response time, and rules of engagement at checkpoints. It also reflects the role of intelligence and vigilance in preventing armed groups from moving freely. How checkpoints are managed can directly affect public safety and officer survival. Police officers on frontline duty are directly affected. Checkpoint operations expose them to sudden and unpredictable danger. Residents of Orokam community are also affected. Incidents like this can create fear and disrupt normal movement and daily activities. The wider Benue State population is impacted as well. Checkpoint security is part of broader efforts to reduce armed criminal activity. Success or failure at this level affects overall public safety. The police institution is affected in terms of public trust and morale. How officers respond to threats influences confidence in law enforcement. This incident goes beyond one checkpoint. It reflects the challenges of maintaining security on roads and in communities across the state. The police statement did not provide details on where the suspects were coming from or their intended destination. There was no information on whether the suspects were already under surveillance before reaching the checkpoint. No further details were given about the suspect who escaped. There was no description of efforts taken immediately after the escape or how close officers were to apprehending the individual. The statement did not explain whether there had been previous threats or incidents at that checkpoint. It is also unclear if the checkpoint had received prior intelligence warnings. There was no public clarification on whether the recovered items have been forensically examined. These gaps are not accusations, but they show the limits of what has been officially explained so far. For ordinary Nigerians, this incident shows the risks involved in everyday security operations. It highlights how routine police duties can quickly turn dangerous. For road users and residents, checkpoints are meant to provide safety. Incidents like this remind the public why searches and delays sometimes occur. It also affects public confidence in security presence. Successful response to attacks can reassure communities, while gaps raise concerns. For communities in Benue State, the incident reinforces the importance of cooperation with security agencies. Information from the public can help reduce threats and improve response. In simple terms, this shows how frontline policing directly affects daily safety and movement. Watch for updates on the suspect who escaped from the scene. Whether the police are able to track and arrest the individual matters. Pay attention to the outcome of ongoing investigations. This includes confirmation of the suspects' identities and possible links to other crimes. Observe if security operations are adjusted in the area. Changes to checkpoint procedures or patrol presence may follow. Also watch for further official briefings from the police command. These updates will show how the incident is being followed up. The incident at the Orokam checkpoint shows how routine security duties can quickly become high-risk situations. Beyond the immediate clash, it raises questions about how checkpoints are managed and protected. The core issue is frontline security readiness and response. So the question remains, how can checkpoint operations be strengthened to better protect officers and the public?